Morning, everybody. Gang is all here this morning. Happy Sunday morning. Say hello, Missy and Rain. I'm gonna have to watch him, guys. If you were here on yesterday's live stream, at the very end, homeboy got a little jealous of Missy, and he actually charged Missy right at the end. So now I'm on guard with him around Missy. And as always, I've got my little nope, nope. Well, there they go. Well, at least one of them. Let's go stop Rain. Rain, get over here, buddy. Good dog. Good boy. That's a good boy. Look at that. Look at that boy. Good job. Good job, y'all. Y'all, the power of this Nerf gun, it's amazing. Snaps them right out of their little shenanigans. Yeah, they still want to play quite a bit today. But we're just going to cut out all the biting. That's all we want to do. We want to stop the biting. We want to have a lot of fun, but no biting. Ain't that right, big boy? That's right, big boy. No fighting. What's up, big girl? Y'all, it is 59 degrees. I'm very, very happy that it's 59 degrees. My dogs are happy that it's 59 degrees. And if today's anything like yesterday, they should be doing a lot of running around the yard today, a lot of sprints. She's interested. The neighbors are out, and so they're looking at the neighbor's dog. But they know that I don't want them to go over there and tear up the yard and do fence sprints with them. But yeah, I would not be surprised that if these guys take off and start running around the yard again, just to kind of warm up because it's chilly. Now the high is supposed to be 84 today here in Texas, so it'll warm up really nicely today. But right now it's nice and cool. It's perfect for the dogs. They're just going to be exploring, looking around. And Missy is gone. Missy's not even in sight right now. Hi from Corsica. What's going on? Where's Corsica at? I know where Corsicana is, like in Corsicana, Texas, but I don't know where Corsica is. But yeah, they're kind of moseying around right now. Have you ever known someone to crossbreed a Corso and a Rottweiler together? I have heard of that. I've heard a couple people saying that they have a Rotti Cane Corso blend. And I always say that I would love to have a platform where I can kind of switch over to see people's dogs, like those rare breeds that you hear about that you never really hardly see unless you kind of look them up. But, I'd love to see one in the wild, as they say. Corsica French Islands, country of Napoleon. Wow. Never been there. That sounds amazing. Sounds like fun. Is it a mild temperature place, like in the 70s, or is it a cooler kind of a... Sup, Frederick? Storm turned around and looked at me. I don't know. In the morning, she tends to chew on the grass a lot. I don't quite know why. I don't know if it's the dew that she's kind of licking and the grass. We always say that, thank you very much for the beautiful dog. They always say that the dogs eat grass whenever their tummy is upset. And I don't get the feeling that her tummy's upset every single day. So, I don't know. Maybe it's some nutrient that she's after. We'll have to investigate that a little further. But if you guys have been watching this for a while, Storm has been, she's about 115, and we're trying to slim her down just a little bit more. She looks okay-ish, but, from the back, you can see she's got a little bit of an indention in there on her back end there. And that's getting closer to what we want, And that's good for her because it's better on her joints and everything like that. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, so I was asking about the climate. Uh, so Bonham, I was asking about if it was a cooler climate, something like if you were in the Nordic areas or Scandinavia where it's cold up there, or is it more like a temperate climate, meaning tropical, stays around 70 degrees year round kind of thing? That's what I was asking. I was trying to figure out what your climate is like there. Chosen one might depart. Okay. Blessed by the best. She's on. Hey, love you. Sam, pinch that morning loaf. Just for you, Sam. Let me put down my weapon of mass destruction. Week, 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 week. Uh, Frederick said his dog used to do that as well, and not so much he started throwing up, and I don't know why, because he's always have an upset stomach. Maybe a vet fisher. Yeah, so I don't know. It seems like every morning we come out, and the first thing she does is she chews on this grass for some reason, and she doesn't really show signs of upset stomach, and she's well fed. Other than the fact that we've kind of reduced her food a little bit just because we want that weight loss for her, just a little bit. Corn Puff, this is my favorite transgender YouTuber. Who's a transgender? Frederick says, ask. Jack, hello, boy. Jack is saying hello. And there's Rain over there. Hey, Bobster. Hey, Rainy Bob. Hey, Rain. Come say hello. Aw. Thanks, blessed by the best. Jack had two Rottweilers. They are wonderful dogs, man. I'm telling you. Rottweilers are my fave, I think. T knocks every day. That's why that sweet Stormy. Yeah, she's turned out to be such a sweet dog, y'all. If you, like I said, if you're not familiar with my station and my dogs, you'll know that this one here, she's have had like a rough patch, when even now she still has her aggressive moments as a female Rottweiler kind of thing, but she's extra sometimes, you know. He's gentler when they play. Yeah, that's a Connie Corso right there, Friedrich. But, but he has moments where he gets really possessive. Like he's like, this is mine and I will bite you. Like he has moments, you know, like say for instance, at the very tail end of our last stream yesterday, he showed out, caught me by total surprise, total surprise. So if you, I don't know if y'all watched yesterday's, but yesterday was the day that I had caught those two gophers. Early, what's going on? Early from India. Christopher, definitely a Corso, yes. At the very end, so there she goes eating her grass again. At the very end, I had the gopher in my hand, well, not in my hand, but on the stick, and I was letting Missy sniff the gopher, because they're so curious about all these gophers in our backyard back here. And he was standing right next to me, and and he just snapped really quick after, a few minutes of Missy sniffing the gopher, and he just charges at her. Like it was almost like he was trying to say, you're not allowed to have that gopher, that's mine, even though I had possession of the gopher. And again, I'm usually pretty sensitive of trying to make sure everyone plays fair and are nice to each other. But it caught me by surprise. I totally didn't see it coming. So he's sweet and gentle, but he has moments of like he gets possessive, like this is mine. So I've been working with him to make sure that, because I talk a lot about this on the show about dominance issues and making sure you're a strong pack leader with a dog like that. Ernie says they are good guard dogs. They have their moments. I don't train them to be guard dogs, but they have their moments where they protect their property, right? Of course, he's gentler when they play. He probably doesn't have them. Well, I don't know, man. I'm gonna tell you, he's bigger than she is, but mentally, I think he's succumbs to her when she's. Now I say that, but I've seen him step to her before. I mean, again, he's bigger and he's definitely stronger than her, so he has the power But when they play roughly, he doesn't cause any marks, he doesn't break any skin. But when she bites him, not like full on bite, like I'm gonna like really fighting, but just as she's playing with him, she bites down and she has all these scars on his neck, and I that's why I have my water gun over here. When she starts grabbing and pulling and yanking or whatever, that's when I start spraying them because I don't want her to really break the skin. Well, that has her. Well, that was her goal for when you were done. Is why is it in his mind? I'm trying to understand what you're. Oh, you're saying that he felt like it was his gopher, and that little Missy was trying to get his gopher. Yeah, I think so. I think he felt like he had possession of that gopher, and so that's where I'm like, no, sir, you don't. This is not your gopher. It's mine. And that's the thing with Connie Corsos. They will test your like who's in charge. So you have to constantly remind them, no, 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 no. You're not in charge. You don't own this couch. You don't own this gopher. This is mine. So they have to be constantly reminded of that. Did you raise your two dogs together? Yes. So Robert, the little dog here, Missy, she is our oldest dog. Missy's been with us for 12 years, 13 years. And Storm has been with us for Stormy. I don't know what that was. I heard that from Storm. Come here. She's been with us. She's a 4-year-old Rottweiler. Just a great dog. You see how obedient she is with her recall? Just a sweetheart. Loved her. Love her. He's 2 years old. So we brought him home at 4 months, 5 months, something like that. And so little Misty has kind of raised both of these dogs. So she's really, kind of like the alpha for them. Yeah, Christopher was said it's good for him to know. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, Christopher. You have to know these bigger breeds. Sometimes they have these dominance issues, and you have to kind of work with it. Now in India, 7 p.m. there is very dark, but I'm surprised to see day on your side. That's why I joined. Yeah, early. So it's 7:40 in the morning here early. So it's the start of our day. Frederick says that's extremely important, especially when it comes to dogs like hunting corsos, to be extra clear to them who is number one. Absolutely, yes, 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 yes. Fact, good owner, right there. Your alpha, bro. People learn it. Yes, 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 Christopher. That's why that's the reason why I have the channel. I'm trying to share as much information as I can about making sure you handle these dogs appropriately because they're sweet dogs if you give them guidance. If you're there, if you give them good alpha leadership, then they'll respond to that. And it says they will try you time and time again. Every breed will, but in different ways. Absolutely, 100% agree with that statement. Even little Missy, y'all, you would say, well, little Missy, she's like 12 years old. She knows them. No, she continues to challenge issues. Like if I set boundaries for her, one boundary that I have for little Missy is she's not allowed to beg for food at the table when we're eating dinner. She's not allowed to be around the table. She has to go away. When we're done, if she's been good, she gets an reward. And so lately she's been challenging that boundary. She comes to the table, starts whining. Nope, no, no, no. How many years have I worked with you and not doing that? And she continues to challenge. And you gotta reinforce it, reinforce it. Even this sweet baby here, you have to reinforce her place every now and then. I mean, I think she's like the best out of when it comes to obedience and following instructions. My Rottweiler, she is the best at it. I mean, she's an absolute sweetheart. She's rough around the edges, but when it comes down to it, I trust her probably the most. Somewhere between her and Missy, I'm not sure who I trust the most, but you know, now I don't trust her around people though. Now this Rottweiler is not really great with people because she hasn't been very well socialized in her adult years. So she's not the best around new people, but family, like she loves my mom and dad, my cousins, and family here in town. But when it comes to new people, she's not all about that. This guy, he's a little bit better with people. He's a little bit better with people, but he's like you said, he's got the dominance issues, which is one of the reasons why. See how she bites on his neck? And this is where I go grab the water gun just to kind of ward that off. Now, she loves it. She lives for this, y'all. She lives for this water gun. But for me, I like the fact that it breaks up you know, when she starts biting his neck. It's going to be too cold for you, girl. She loves it. And there comes little Missy. So we'll put this down here for now. Maybe we'll put it down. We'll see. Doggy Lover's back. What's going on, Doggy Lover? Long time no see. Lily says they're so cute. Thank you so much. Christopher Baker says, LOL, she is a sweetheart. Yes, she is. She is. And that is definitely a Rottweiler, Joan. Blessed by the Best says, yes, sweetheart, Rain, not so. Rain, Blessed by the Best, Rain actually is not bad. He's actually sweet. It's just you have to be a little bit stern with him and make sure he understands that you're the alpha. Like right now, little Missy's, she's displaying dominance right now. She's trying to say, y'all settle down, I'm dominant, y'all leave, stop playing. Missy, chill, girl. You're gonna get stepped on. Missy, chill. Let them play. They're good. I got this. Yeah, Rain is actually a sweetheart, but like I said, you have to let him know I'm one of the alphas. Because if you don't come across as an alpha to him, then he thinks that you're less than he is, or beneath him, not less than. You know what I mean? You're low on the totem pole. And therefore he tells you what to do. So if you have a toy and he wants it, he'll literally make you give him the toy. Whereas with me or other family members that kind of treat him in his place, put him in his place, he tends to be okay. Let me get back to the Martha says, nice dogs. Well, your comment just disappeared. I don't know why it disappeared. The Yorkshire Cowboy, what's going on? Good morning. Christopher says, that's my name too, sir. Which one? She means it. Yeah. Teresa Cole, good. How are you? Martha says she has a pit bull named Scooty, or Scotty. Is it Scotty or Scooty? Oh, okay. Now I finally see what Christopher was talking about. There's a couple of Christopher Bakers here. Mr. McCraho. What's going on? Thin crust pizza sucks. Dog has a cool coat. Thank you. You talking about the Cane Corso or the Rottweiler? Or Little Missy? You Little Missy got a cool coat? You got a cool coat too. It says the dogs are so cute. Thank you so much. I have an American Bulldog and 2 Mastiffs. Ooh, you got a house full of dog right there. That's from Rainy Girl 65. See, this is where I would really, really love to have the ability to switch over to people's phones and see their dogs. She stopped playing. She's eating grass again. Are you missing a nutrient or something? We're going to get some raw food tomorrow. So we always go to the butcher on Mondays because we're starting a raw diet with my dogs. And so Mondays is the butcher day. And we'll get her some raw foods tomorrow. So the raw food for her. Hey, what's up, Shih Tzu? I like little Misty. Me too. Robert Lewis, hi, would you ever get another dog? If I do, it may be another Rottweiler. Rottweilers are just phenomenal all around very well-rounded dog. I love my Cane Corso. I love little Missy. But Rottweilers, man, just a wonderful breed of dogs. So that's it. But yeah, so raw food tomorrow. We're gonna go pick up whatever scraps they have because the butcher will give you food for free. So I try to pick through their little container. They'll have like cow parts, some ribs. They'll have some organs, which we really enjoy getting their organ meats from them, or organs, whatever. Now, this, I guess organ's not a meat, but you know what I mean. It's the raw foods. And then I also add an egg, a raw egg. I crack it and leave the shell in there. And sometime I'll buy some liver from the store, some chicken feet, whatever, some collagen, and add to it. And yeah, so hopefully tomorrow when she gets her raw, because if she's missing some nutrient, maybe that will help that out. Her kibble that she eats is supposed to be complete. That's the thing that all vets tell you, that the kibble's designed to have all the nutrients that your dog needs. So we do both. Have my dogs ever got sick from eating the raw food? No, they have not. They have not. So thank goodness. But right, like I said, right now we haven't completely switched over 100% yet. We're just doing at least a couple meals, 2 to 3 meals per week. We incorporate the raw. Justin says, I have a pit bull, German Shepherd, and a boxer. Yeah, you got a nice little pack there too. Lily says, have your dogs ever got... Oh, already read that. Christopher Baker says, they are just perfect and beautiful. The way they play is hilarious. Christopher, I think so, man. I think I love to see them run around and have a blast. It just makes my morning. You should have saw them yesterday morning. If you have time to go back and scroll through my live stream from yesterday, they were like running this whole place. It just made my heart smile, y'all. And the whole gopher thing was fun to see too, because they were like they were totally interested in, like, what is that? What's that thing we keep hearing in the ground that we keep digging these big holes for? They were having a blast yesterday. Rottweilers are family dogs too. That's exactly right, Christopher. They are just very good with kids. If you're training them, they're good with grandma, they're good with mom, they're good with dad, they're good with everybody. So they're just great dogs. Know what I mean? We Rainy Girl says we feed a fair amount of yogurt to our dogs. It helps them from getting yeasty. You mean just like a probiotic thing? Is that what you're saying? Because I think there's somebody else was on and has kind of been telling me about probiotics that they give their dogs, and I told them I was going to look into it. Maybe I'll go today and actually try to find some probiotics. So, anything to help out the dog, making digestion better, give them whatever nutrients that they need. They've got good personality. Justin says they have good. I think so. I think they have great personalities. And if you do socialize them with people, I think they can be great with people. Like I said, Storm's not very well socialized to people. So she puts up a protest when new people come by. Or if we go to the store, I always muzzle her. She doesn't go to the store unmuzzled, you know. But she makes a clear distinction between family and not family. Like we're heading to my mom and dad's house and for Thanksgiving, and she loves my mom and dad. She loves them, and just they're her family. She doesn't treat everyone else like that. But my parents, us, other family members, she's all about it. Come on, let's go over here. Let's go see what Missy's into. How would you bring it with the gang? What do you mean? How would you bring it with the gang? I'm not sure what you're saying, Robert. Hey, I need to ask you something. Okay, what's up, Lily? Have you ever got sick? Have I personally got sick from my dogs? What do you mean? I need some clarification on that question. What butchers could I go to in Ohio? Just one butcher? Yeah, absolutely, Justin. Just go in and say, hey, do you guys have scraps? And they'll say, oh yeah, just come by on Tuesdays at such and such time, and we'll hand. Now what they do, they assume you are a patron of their business as well. So I always buy a couple of steaks or some beef jerky or whatever from them. So just out of goodwill, you know what I'm saying? It's like they giving this for me for free, but they hope to have a customer, and so I give them my business. It's fresh meat, it's good stuff. Why not? But yeah, you'd be surprised, and I learned that from Paul. So Paul Z is one of he's one of the moderators on here, and I got to get my water gun, guys, because she's still pulling. And he's the one that gave me the tip, and so I went to first thing I went and found a local butcher, and sure enough, yeah, Jenkins is here. What's up, Jenkins? Justin, Christopher Baker, LL. What kind of dog is your little one? So Lily, the little one is a mix, and she's over there looking for that gopher that we had yesterday. And so we think she's a Peagle or Puggle, like a pug and a beagle mix. So she's somewhere along those lines. Tanaz777 says, "Rise and shine." That's what's up. Good to see you again. I'm glad you came back. Dr. Troll and all. That's I'm packing my bowl. I'm taking my dog out too. That's perfect timing then. You get to watch us stream a little bit and you get to play with your dogs. Man, I'm telling you, your dogs appreciate the love that you give them. Thanks, Justin, for subbing. I appreciate that. Charlie Chain. Charlie Kane, a Rottweiler is a great working dog. You must work them because they get bored, become quite destructive in your home. They need something to do. Charlie, that is absolutely right. That is absolutely right. Both of these dogs, more so, I would say the Connie Corso is more that way than my mature Rottweiler. You know, my Rottweiler is kind of a homebody. Like she loves to just kind of chill. She'll just go inside the house and just chill, lay on the couch, watch TV with me, go in her bed. She's okay. This guy here, he's the one that I have to make sure he's worked out and exercised. So the way I do that with him is I let him play in the backyard, but that's usually not enough. That's why I've got that golf cart. I put a leash on that guy and we go running. We run about a mile and a half. And if that's not enough, I have a weighted vest I put on him. You know, and again, he's 2 years old, so he's still like a puppy. He needs that exercise. He needs to stay mentally stimulated. So does she. I'm not saying I don't do the same for her. She runs too. We have fun with her. Look at her play, y'all. I love seeing this. They're being distracted by the neighbor's dog. The neighbor's dogs are like, we want to play too. Just says, love Rotties. Yes, Rotties are awesome. And they protect your family. They always put themselves in danger to save your. Absolutely, Christopher. These dogs are, when they ride with you, they ride with you. They are your protectors. They love you. There she goes again, y'all. I prefer the German breed or anything. I don't like American Rotties. Yeah, and I don't know what kind she is, y'all. I always say that. People say the slender head is the American style and the broader head is the German style for the Rottweilers. I don't know what mine is. She looks like an American style Rottweiler, but who knows? Justin Case says, smoke one for me, Dr. Troll. I can't at this moment. I did last week and it scared me. Oh, okay, y'all are talking about something else. FSA, what's up? You're back, man. What's up? Christopher says, spark it up for you, bro. Kane Wakefield, nice dogs. I own a dog de Baudru. Kane says it was a dog de Baudru. What is that, Kane? Are you still here? Juan Garcia, what's up? Long time no see. Do you have any intentions of breeding any of your dogs? I do not. They're all fixed. Charlie, they're all fixed. Yeah, I mean, we bought this property just so that our dogs have a nice place to be and enjoy. I'm out of Texas, by the way. The weather looks awesome. It is, Justin. It's probably about 60 degrees right now. Doggy Lover has 25 dogs. If you think y'all have a lot. Yeah, that's right. I remember Doggy Lover has like a whole nice little pack. Has a whole little team right there. Do they swim in your pool? They do, FSA. If you go back to, I have a shorts video. I want to say it was probably about 4 shorts ago. And I was basically streaming. And I turned a segment of that short into I turned a portion of that live stream into a short because it was Rain's first time swimming in this pool. And what I mean by that is he's been in the pool a lot. He's always coming, but he will always go to that ledge. He never swim. And then of course the Rottweiler loves water. She'll swim all over that pool. But for the first time, he decided he was going to take a leap of faith and swim in the pool. And I got it all on film. So if you go check that out, it's pretty epic. I liked it. I kind of added some music to it, and you know, you get to see his first time ever taking a swim on his own. It was cool. I bet your Corso could get 120. Yes, absolutely, Christopher. He's already about 130 right now, getting close to it. 8:55 in Ohio. 40 degrees. Ooh, it's cold, man. Round head and yeah. See, Derek, that's what I was saying. I mean, people say that she has that more slender, almost like a Doberman kind of style head. It's not real thick. It's not real fat. Is she American? Is she not? Her brother, who died, by the way, we lost him. He had more of the German style look to him. Had that fat head. Just a great dog, man. I'm telling you, that male Rottweiler was just a absolute, what's the word? He was an absolute specimen of a dog, y'all. Miss him so much. Miss him so much. So that's why I said, I mean, the Rottweilers have a special place in my heart. And same for my wife, man. I mean, she loves them. So Kane says he has a French Mastiff, 2 years old, 110 pounds. Woo, big boy. Cheers from New Hampshire, brother. Beautiful puppies, by the way. And I'm glad you're teaching others about learning their breeding. Yeah, man. I mean, that's what I do. That's the whole reason why. Now, a lot of my shorts are kind of real, kind of jokey, and with them playing around and play fighting and all this stuff, just to draw the attention. But I use. He doesn't like that. You see how he just completely was like, don't squirt me. I didn't do anything wrong. He hates being squirted. But she, on the other hand, bloop, she loves it. Yeah, I do this because I want people to kind of say, hey, there's more to this, that the just the idea of having a big dog, because a lot of people want these big dogs because they think it looks good, it makes them look good, but they're not looking at all the work that goes involved and making sure that they have a well-balanced life. They're well fed, and then they got the right nutrition, they got the right exercise, they got the right training. And I'm not a dog, don't get me wrong, I'm not a dog trainer, so I'm not sitting here saying that I'm giving you guys Caesar Milan type stuff. I'm just saying, hey, if you want to have a well-adjusted family, well-adjusted home, there's things you got to do with these big dogs. So, yeah, no worries, Christopher. That's a that's a story, and I do occasionally talk about that story, and I'll tell you the reason why. Because it's I use it as a cautionary tale. So when it comes to, let me put this down for a second. If you notice that my dogs do not have collars on them, and there's a reason why my dogs do not have collars on them when they're at home. Now, if we're out and about, it's all bets are off. We have to use collars, right? But we lost her brother due to a collar accident. They got twisted up. Her teeth got into the collar, and he tried to get away. And then we had a bunch of sand out here. That's why you see sod and not sand, because this is all covering up all that sand. But the sand impacted the release on that collar, and we lost him. So I advocate, if you have a fenced-in area and the dogs are safe, you know, I would not use a dog collar, because the dog collar can get caught on anything, any little thing, it can get caught on. So I put that warning out there, like I said, they do fine without collars. Now they're chipped, guys. So if anything were to happen when they get, out or whatever, they have chips on them. But I just don't use collars when I'm at home. Yeah, man, no, it's no problem. I just it took me a long time, man. It still hurts. It still hurts. My whole family. My daughter loved him too. His name was Creed. It was Storm and Creed. Those were our babies. And my daughter really had a liking, and really that was her dog, and he was her person. Storm has always been kind of my spirit animal. Her and I, we bonded a lot, and she sleeps right next to me and all that good stuff. But and as much as I loved Rain, he was I'm sorry, not Rain, but Creed, he was kind of like my daughter's favorite. And so when we lost him, we lost a lot in our family. It was not a good part, not a good chapter in our life. Not a good chapter. When you lose a dog, it feels like a person, part of you. That's exactly what I'm saying, Charlie. It's just like losing a family member. Henry says, hi, what's going on? Chloe's grandpa is back. What's up, Chloe, grandpa? Henry says, hi. You need way more subscribers. You're happy in all your lives. You make me want to adopt a dog too. Oh, thank you, FSA. Look at him sneaking off to go see the neighbor's dog. Rain, come here, buddy. Let's see if this recall works, guys. Come here. Don't look at me. There you go. That's a good boy. Yeah, that's remarkably better than what it was before. He used to get so distracted with the neighbor's dog that he would completely ignore my recall. So for him to come back and he was halfway there, I count that as a win, y'all. I count that as a win. Recall is so important to me. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Chloe's grandpa. I mean, and they're doing their best to get their attention, y'all. They're going up and down that fence line. They're doing their best to get my dog's attention. So this is a huge win for me. Huge win. Blame Katie says she thought she was gonna die when she lost her first. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's not. You know, and I worried for my daughter too. You know, she was how old was she when we lost him? She was around about 12, 11 or 12. You know, and I worried about. You see how whenever he bites her neck and he pulls, he lets go pretty quickly. He never breaks the skin. I never seen a mark on her neck. He's just so much more gentle. But if I go to his neck, Storm has got all kinds of marks on his neck, and she swipes with her nails and stuff. Now again, she's not like, fighting. Like she's not saying I'm gonna kill you, but it's just she's just so much more like intense. Even when I give her a treat, I have to remind her be gentle. You know, when I tell her be gentle, then she takes it from me gently. But if I don't say that, sometimes she'll just get right, and I'm like, girl, you bite my hand. You know, that's just kind of how she is, man. Little Missy's okay over here. Little Missy, you doing all right, girl? You doing okay? Look at those guys. Kevin says, "What's up from Philly? Can a 3-year-old rescue pit?" I'm not sure if that was a question. Says, "You do you have a 3-year-old rescue pit about 6 months?" Oh, what? It sounds, Kevin. It sounds like you're saying that you rescued a 3-year-old a pit, like a pit bull or something. I think that's what you're saying. Love how big your yard is. Lucky to have much. Yeah, blame Katie. Like I said, my wife and I both we consciously decided to buy a place with a little bit more space, just because at the time we had Missy and the two Rottweilers, and I'm telling you, the first time, I want to say I have a video of that. I don't know if I don't think I posted it, but I had the first time our dogs came out here, and oh, I know what it was. I had just built the outer fence. We had just built the outer fence, and because we had a temporary smaller fence around the house, and we built the fence and we tore down the temporary fence, and then the Rottweilers took off running in this backyard, and they made this big old. My wife basically was like, just like almost shouted out here and just like joy, and I'm like laughing. It was just like, it's a feeling like you just can't describe it, guys. When your dogs are truly happy and they got space and they're running around. So I don't know. I don't regret having the acre. Now it's a lot of work to maintain, mowing this grass and this stuff right here. There's no nutrients in the soil. You have to always fertilize out here in the sandy soil, and you got to have irrigation. But you know what? It's worth it when my dogs can come out here and play. Yeah, no worries. Hey guys, chill. I'm actually gonna grab the water gun because Rain charged Missy yesterday, so he's got me a little bit tensed right now. So I have to support Missy and her being alpha. Hold on, let me make sure she's good. Make sure she get her support. Yeah, leave Missy alone. Missy, you want to go inside, baby? I'm gonna let her in, y'all, because she's getting a little too involved. You want to go inside, baby? Okay. I think this door is locked. This door is locked, baby. We got to go over here. Come inside your doggy door. Missy, come here, baby. Missy, come on. Uh-oh, sorry. Good job. Okay. Sorry, guys. We'll let her cool off a little bit. All right. You want to play with the water? She's like, give me some water. Now, yesterday, Rain was actually on my little sprinkler here. He was putting his face in the sprinkler. So like he likes water, but he likes it on his own terms. Like if I squirt this at him, he's not gonna be happy. Rain, you want some water? You want some water, Rain? He's like, nah, I don't want that. No, she's can I call you Katie? Missy is actually a mixture of, we think either pug and beagle or Pekingese and beagle, like a. That's why we call her puggle or peagle. Bear blasting said, "Woof." Okay, Katie. Cool. Dogger Liver says, I have a hobby farm that has a pool, shed, barn, and lots of space. Yeah. So yeah, so you're living that same life that I'm living, right? Where you have this a lot of now, and I think Doggy Lover, is your pool for the dogs specifically? Like your dogs can go in there anytime they want, or what? And Jeff says that's a different looking pool. How deep is it? So Jeff, this is I talk about it occasionally. This is a Biodesign pool, and it's a good and bad. Okay, it looks great. We love it and all, but it's very, very difficult to keep the chlorine levels high in it. And let me tell you why. Let me show you why. It's very porous. So like when you take water, it just drains right into the, see how it just soaks right into the walls. Well, that's all good and dandy, but the algae can go deeper into the walls, which makes it a little bit harder to control. And so I don't let my dogs get in there all the time because the stuff that's in their fur, you know, all the dirt and whatever, it makes it hard to maintain the chemistries in there. So I only let them in there when I invite them. And that's after we've had our swim. So the family comes out, we swim, have a good time. Then I invite the dogs in afterwards for the last, 15, 20 minutes, however long they want to be in there. And then, but then during the daytime, they're not allowed to get in there. So right now, they're not just jumping in there and going forward. So Katie says she's so cute. Marion says, I have an American Bulldog. It's a big dog, 70 kilos, but he has a big heart. Great dog. 70 kilos, that's what, 150 pounds? Around about 150 pounds. That's a big dog, yo. A huge dog. Daniel Troop says, Beagle, where? I've got two sweet, goofy beagles. Yeah, Daniel, I mean, I don't know. We never had her genetically tested. I'm talking about my little dog. So if you missed my little small dog that I let in the house earlier, she's inside the house right now. That's who I'm talking about. What are you scratching for, baby? Probably some grubs or something over there. But yeah, no, I mean, Jeff, it's cool. It's a cool pool, and like I said, it's probably not. I don't know. They advertise it as being easier to control, like it's better with chlorine and all this stuff, but it was absolutely the opposite, and it was way more expensive than just building a gunite, a concrete pool. And I kind of wish that I had gone concrete and not all fancy like that. Oh, he's got to poop, y'all. And it's a little watery there, but wish it was a little bit more solid. So we gotta keep an eye on his poop. So Katie, no, the pool. I mean, this is my wife and I built this pool for us. This is kind of a family pool, and what they do is they just basically carve out in the ground the design of the pool, and it could have been anything. I could have had this, the could have had this the step stool over here, or I could have had additional areas that were shallow. They just carve it out however you want it, and then they put a black liner in there, and then they use like several, like 4 or 5 different layers of stuff, like wire layers, and then the last layer is like a sand mix. It's like a sand, and so and it's like whatever plaster and sand, but it makes it very porous. And But you know, it's a great little pool. It's I think it's a little more. I think it's more expensive than probably it should be. But the other thing is that the walls are all 45-degree angles everywhere. It's not a straight wall. So as you can see, the bottom is here, and then it angles off to the side. So that means that, you know, if anyone gets in here, or if the dogs get in there, they can get out pretty much anywhere around this pool. Like there is no way that they get stuck. Now the pool is not for them per se. I let them play in there with us, but I didn't build this for my dogs, and because unfortunately this was I almost hate to say the number, but it was like $95,000 for this, you know. And of course, you know, it has a water feature and all that good stuff. But a little bit embarrassed to say that number. But anyways, so J Rock said, "Nice dogs, appreciate you." Yeah, Katie. It'd be they can get out anywhere. It's 45 degrees on this side. Of course, they can get out in here. These are the steps, but it's all the way around. If you look, it's 45-degree angles on all the. They can just climb right up the sides, and it's the deepest part of it. I think is about 4.5 feet or so. It's not very deep, and there's a rock there too. So if you ever get stuck, you can get on the rock, and there's a little ledge over there. You can a little seating area. And it does have another feature, cool feature. It has jets in there. So if I cut on the little here, just for the fun of it, guys, just because you're here, why not, right? So it has like a little jet here. So these little, as you can see, it starts to bubbling up all through the little jets there, and even on the sides there. So wherever wherever you're sitting at, you can have like your own little jets. Really, really kind of cool feature. All right, enough of that. But anyways, sorry, that was a little bit of a sidebar there. Yeah, Katie, it was like I said. I'm a little bit embarrassed to say how much we paid for this thing, and it's just it's fine if it's an upfront cost, like it's a high upfront cost and the maintenance is cheap. Then it kind of balance out. But I feel like this is a high upfront cost, and the maintenance has been expensive. Like we've bought so much chlorine for this thing to try to keep it, keep the algae out of it. And we just broke down and had to hire somebody to help us out because it was just too difficult. The bottom has these little glow in the dark little stones in the bottom, so it looks kind of cool. Occasionally, it looks cool. Yeah, it's like a big jacuzzi. King Corso not bully. No. Yeah, this. Oh, you have a King Corso. Daniel, are you saying you have a King Corso? Number one body had a bull mastiff. Jeffrey, you said you can shout out who not to use for this pool. Not following you what you're saying. I was wondering what the other dog was. So Rottweiler, of course, Connie Corso, and then the little dog in the house is the one I was talking about. Is the little mix of either pug or Peagle or Pekingese, one of those breeds there. Yeah, this is a Connie Corso, 100% Connie Corso. So I've talked a little bit about his sister because my coworker also has a YouTube station, and she's like our senior station, kind of, if you want to call it that. She's the one that kind of turned me on to the Cane Corso breed. She has a little pack of Cane Corsos. I think she has 4 or 5 Cane Corsos, and also has 160,000 subscribers on her YouTube. So she's kind of a big deal over there. But she has this guy's sister, Lucia, and she's about to breed Lucia with a new puppy that she imported from Serbia, a black Cane Corso. So she's about to have some babies. Not me. My dogs are fixed. I'm not getting into the breeding game. That seems like that's way too much work. That's not my cup of tea. I don't have the time for that. But if you want a quality Cane Corso, reach out to her. Her station is called Ozzy the Cane Corso. So go to her station if you're looking for a nice Cane Corso. Koala. Yeah, we're here, man. So thanks for stopping in on us. Katie, it's fine. I enjoy the comments. It's, keep them rolling. It makes the live stream a lot more interactive. So I don't mind if you have a lot of comments. It's cool with me. I try to answer as many questions as I can. Sometimes I get into little tangents and start talking about stories that's happened, and I get behind on comments. But I try to go back and read them. Churcher, what's going on? So he's about 130 and she's about 100, and I don't know. I say she was 115 pounds a couple weeks ago, but like I said, we're putting in some work to try to get her down. At least a concerted effort to bring her down to closer to 100, 105, somewhere like that. That's where we want her to be at. Stop the capping. Thank you. They have moments where they're very, very well behaved, and there's moments that I have to I've got to stay on them. You got to stay on your puppies, y'all, because if you don't stay on them, they will revert back in a minute. they I don't bring them around strange dogs a lot, new dogs, so they're not well socialized to other dogs. They are totally interested. Now my neighbors, they'll go over there and sniff the neighbors and dogs, and they seem to be okay with them. But when I take him to Tractor Supply store or take him to Lowe's and I see other dogs, I typically am very apprehensive because he wants to go over there and he wants to play, he wants to sniff them and all that stuff, but he's not quite, I'd rather him be more gentle and kind of let the little dog approach him and him just kind of sniff and that's it. But he's way more interested than I need him to be, so I just kind of for now avoid it or be very cautious. We met another family locally who had a puppy Connie Corso, and so I kept them about 10, 15 feet apart, but he was fine during that interaction. He didn't overreact or anything like that. So maybe he'll be fine, maybe he's okay with it, but I'm very apprehensive around other dogs, and especially when my dog is the bigger dog, because if anything were to go off, your dog will be the blame for it because he's the bigger dog. So I'm very apprehensive in that scenario. I got my husky in trade for 2 packs of cigarettes. That's what your grandpa said? um, oh, I'm sorry to hear that he passed away. FSA, what's up? Koala, sounds like you've been working hard. Daniel, yeah, he's 5 months old now. He's 5 years old and a giant cuddle bug. Yeah, that's the thing. You want your dog, baby. Don't chew on sticks. That's gonna make your stomach feel terrible. No, no, no. We don't need a stick. You gotta find your toy. Do you want a bone? You wanna go find a bone? There was one over here. Come on, let's go find your bone. Oh, somebody let out a deuce right there. Man, y'all supposed to poop over there in the back of the yard. Here, you can chew on this, baby. This is what you need right here. Get this. Not a stick. You want that instead? Nope, not you, buddy. We'll find you something else. Move. Rain, move. There you go. Let's find you something, Rain. Do you want a real bone, Bobster? You want this? Got some grass on it. There you go. All right, now we're all happy again. Is that bone good, baby? Better than that stick, huh? Much better than that old stick. Yeah, it's better. Rain, hey, what'd you do with your bone? He's like, whatever she has, I want. Rain, go find your own. You starting mess. You starting trouble, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta be careful where I'm stepping because I'm gonna forget in a minute that it's right here. So at first I was like, Chloe's grandpa. At first I was taking the poop and picking it up, and I was putting it. I was basically composting it myself, and which I had a nice little system. I don't know if I showed you that yet or not, but let me just take you to it real quick. This little compost area was kind of cool. So I dug a big hole, and I had like a composting trash can, and I just stuck it in the ground. And then I pick up the poop, stick it in here, and right now it's full of leaves and trash. And people, I run the uh, the lawnmower on top of it and warped it. But anyway, you just put the poop in there, put the enzymes. You can get the enzymes off of Amazon, and we'll put some water on top of it, and it degrades, and it keeps the yard smelling fresh. But then the dogs naturally started going further out and pooping out there and up there on top of the away from the house. So I haven't been worried about it. So and they normally kind of leave this area, they leave it kind of fairly clean, except for some reason today or yesterday somebody decided to poop right in their walking area. So, anyways, poor dog used to have barely a fourth of an inch of scuzzy water and barely a handful of kibble on any given day. And outside 24/7 owners went on vacation. The house sitter couldn't get to the store. That doesn't sound like a good situation there. No, so yeah, we give our dogs access. These are inside dogs. So our dogs do not stay outside. They have their own fresh beds in our bedroom. They have access for the most part 24/7 through the doggy door. And but they're inside dogs. They don't stay outside. And I don't give them 24-hour access to food, but sometimes I would give them excess kibble, but he tends to be like a glutton for kibble. Like she'll eat what she wants and then she'll stop. But this guy won't stop, so I have to kind of regulate that. This is, do you want some water? Do you want some water? You want to come get some water? You want to show people what you can do now? Come on, let me show them what you can do. Come here. Show them how you can get some water now. Come get some water. Put your foot on here. Let me see your paw. Yep, almost. Oh, you overshot it. Push down. Oh, do it again. Can you put your paw right? Nope, right here. Nope, right here. Right here. There it is. Yeah, that's a good girl. It's like she's getting so close to getting that. So close. I thought she was gonna do it for y'all, but every now and then she'll get her paw in there and she'll get it. But she's close, y'all. She's really, really, really close. Good girl. That's a good girl. That's good. You did good job. You want to try it, big boy? You want to try Rain? Now, this guy, he just won't. He just don't want to do it. He's smart enough to be able to do this, but he just don't want to do it. Let me have your paw. Let me have your paw. Get you some water. So he doesn't want his paw to get wet. No, nope, nope, nope. You don't get any water. You have to work for it. Move, 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 big girl. Rain, do you want some more water? Nope, 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 nope. So what I'm trying to do is I don't want him to put his foot on it and then she gets the water, because I don't want to get in her brain that she doesn't have to work for it. If you want water, you have to do it. You have to step on it. No one can do it for you. You want more water? Step on it. Put your paw in there. Go ahead. I'm trying to get that brain association thing going on. Yeah, Lewis, I'm trying my best. I am trying my best to teach them that, because it's such a valuable thing. Because if they're ever out here and they need fresh water, they will always have access to it, and I don't have to worry about them running out or anything. But teaching them it's been rough. This is one thing I have not been able to master very well. And I think maybe get incorporating treats. Maybe have them put their paw in there, and then they get a treat for putting their paw in there. Maybe I can start working on that. Maybe that's my outing. We'll see. Enough about that. Back to watching the sweethearts. Rumpelstiltskins, lovely dogs. Thank you, Lemoc. That's cool. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed, having that little thing for them to get fresh water, and it'd be much better if they could do it at will all the time. Yeah, no, Daniel, I do. That's people are very, very mean to dogs, and they mistreat the dogs all the time. And I don't know why. And I guess they don't see them as living creatures that need to be treated with respect. You know what I mean? And people, like I said, people get these big dogs because they like the size and they like the attention they get from other people. But there's more to it than just me walking down, the Lowe's aisle with this big massive dog. It's more to it than that. You gotta treat them right, man. You gotta feed them. You gotta love on them. They deserve that. So if you're gonna get you a Cane Corso, you gotta get all the rest of it too. Take care of them. So Lewis says the female is a lot easier to train than the male. So in my case, I don't know. I think Storm is easier, but because she's older, not because I don't think because she's a female. I think this Cane Corso is actually slightly smarter than she is. I think he's a little bit smarter. It's just he has his hangups, obviously. Like he doesn't want his feet wet, or he doesn't want, he wants to be dominant for whatever reason. So, but I think he understands though. He just stubborn sometimes. She, on the other hand, she comes across easier to train her because she kind of knows me and she's been around for 4 years. Look, he found that bone that she had earlier. He just lives to make sure they all do that. They all just kind of wait till one person gets interested in a toy and they just want that toy, like that's the only thing in life they ever wanted. And then the moment that they get to get it, they'll go right for it. My girl is so much, yeah. But yeah, these guys, my dogs are scared of the doggy door. So doggy lover says her dog is scared of the doggy door. So that's why I said the Cane Corso. The moment that I put that door up, he started using it, no questions asked. My Rottweiler, she was very apprehensive. It took her a long time to figure out what to do with that doggy door. Like she kind of knew, kind of didn't. But him, it was automatic. He did not waste a moment. And even now, so from the inside, I can lock it with the big metal panel. So they had to learn that when the metal panel was up there, that means they can't just bolt into the house anymore because that metal panel is going to stop them. Well, it freaked her out. And so she got all scared and didn't want to use the doggy door anymore because she had hit, I guess that her nose must have hit the metal and she didn't like it. But him, on the other hand, he learned instantly, hey, when it's up, I can't go in. When it's down, I can go in and out. He didn't hesitate. He doesn't even hesitate a moment. Her, she has to be kind of, it's okay, baby, it's open. You can come in. And then she'll get it again. But not him. He's on it. Yeah, stubborn, right? Kitty, what do you call an African archaeologist? Kitty, that sounds like the start of an interesting, maybe offensive joke. That's what I thought. Kind of funny, kind of offensive, but kind of funny, and nonetheless. Oh man, you guys are cracking me up. Anyways, y'all, I think I'm gonna go in and grab me some exercise. and some food. Grab some food and do a little bit of running. I got a couple miles I need to do on treadmill. And kind of got to keep my fitness up, guys. Got to keep your fitness up. And I'll probably, since my dogs didn't do a lot of running around here, I probably will put their leashes on them, and we'll go for a golf cart run. So got a little busy morning, but we're good. We're good. So happy Sunday morning. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all so much for the 20. I got 25 likes this morning. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for, I think there was a couple people that subbed today too. So thank you guys for the sub. I hope to see y'all again on the next stream. And if you have time and you're bored, I do have some funny and some serious. I do have some funny and some serious shorts. So if you have a little bit of a moment to go kind of see some of our other stuff that's maybe not so serious, where we're kind of talking about how we treat dogs and all the respect and all the good stuff. And if you want to see the more funny side, check out a few of my shorts. I have put some of them. I put a lot of work into, and I'm actually really proud of. So if you have any feedback on any of my shorts, please just write a line on there and say, "Hey, dude, you might want to fix this." I appreciate all that. So check it out. Thanks for hanging out with me. Oh, somebody from Germany came on. Hey, what's going on, Marion? Yeah, no problem. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Thanks, Lewis. Thanks, Chloe's grandpa. Good to see you again. Thank y'all. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks, Doggy Lover, for coming back. Appreciate it. Good to see you again. And who else was on here today? FSA, I think, is still here. Thanks, FSA, for hanging out with us. And Katie, thanks, Katie, for all the comments. Jeff, see y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.